TGIF, exactly, Halloween Maniacs. Hope everybody's doing alright tonight. I feel a little bit different tonight. Something feels different about me. I can't quite put my finger on it. But anyway, I hope everyone's doing well tonight on this Friday night. Oh, man. Alright guys, so welcome to the Friday Night Live Scream. Hope you enjoyed my Halloween shenanigans there for a moment. This is something I picked up the other day on one of my mini Halloween hunts. And tell me, this is the mighty Thor Ben Cooper mask, right? Take the hat off, and is this not the same face that they used for the He-Man Ben Cooper mask? That looks exactly like He-Man. I don't know. Just some random thoughts there right now. All right, thank you so much, Dale, for the sticker there. Let's get into the live stream. Breeze, thanks for moderating tonight. Thanks for being in. Dale, hope you're doing good. Amy and Tony, hope you're doing good tonight. Michael, welcome in. Andrew, welcome in. Tonight is, of course, me solo. And Barb, welcome in. Makeup Junkie. Margie, welcome in. Salem Witch, welcome in. All right, guys. So the past 3 weeks, almost a month now, it's been me with co-host up here, guest stars, if you will. Last week we had Sierra Renee. The week before that we had the Haunted House Cat. And the week before that we had Kirsten Marie. So I'm assuming the live scream rather, looks flawless tonight. Am I right on that, guys? See how it goes? When I'm by myself, everything goes perfect. When I bring guests up, what can go wrong, goes wrong. Rocker, thank you so much. Saying Derek rocks. Jennifer, welcome in. Michael says, want my dudes and dudettes. Just chilling like a villain. Amy and Tony, hope you're doing good tonight, Amy. Hope you're doing well tonight. So tonight, of course, is the big 8K subscriber giveaway. And this is the 25th live stream on the channel. That's right, guys. We've been doing this every Friday night now for like 25 weeks, give or take. Some of these live streams were on Monday nights or Tuesday nights occasionally. All right, good to know, Breeze. Everything's good to go. Next week, I saw that Halloween Maniacs were in the chat. So, guys, just kind of sit tight. I'm trying to work out whatever the technical difficulties are with StreamYard. So, as of right now, guys, we're still on for next Friday night, if you are. So, next Friday night, guys, we're going to try this yet again with Halloween Maniacs, hopefully, if our scheduling and our internet works according to plan. I don't understand why it works flawlessly when I'm by myself, but then when I bring somebody up, it goes all crazy, as you've all seen the past 3 weeks. But we navigate and we get through regardless. So, that's possibly on the plate for next Friday night if Maniacs are still up for it. So that's what's coming. Amy, thank you so much for the gold shamrock. I almost said silver shamrock, but that's a gold shamrock. So the leprechaun may be coming for that. I'm the leprechaun. I want me gold. So lots to get into, guys. Of course, we're going to do the giveaway tonight. All right, cool. Maniacs said yes. We can't wait. Maniacs, I mentioned StreamYard to you. Kirsten Marie, there's the first guest from 3 weeks ago. StreamYard is how we're going to do it, and I'm probably going to try it a little bit differently than what I've tried the last few times. What seemed to have worked best for me and Sierra last week was when I finally reset the app for the 3rd time. I'm going to come in on my own at first, but you guys will have the link next week, and then once everything's kind of warmed up and working perfect, I'll bring you guys from the backstage area and bring you up. We're going to see if that works any better, because it seems to be that that's the way that StreamYard works the best. So we'll go that way and hopefully have better results next week. But that's Friday of next week. Friday tonight, we're doing the giveaway, and we're going to talk about all of the stuff that's happened this past week. There's been so much Halloween that's dropped this week. Right up to this morning, I was rained out from work. Dollar General dropped Halloween, and I definitely grabbed a pickup. $3 for the horror movies wood block sign. It does have a little bit of glitter on it, but I've been taking a little bit of a wet paper towel and been trying to rub it off so it's not as glittery as it was. But $3 for this from Dollar General for Halloween this year. Now that same piece was selling at Michael's last year for like $15. So guys, explain to me how the same product can sell at one store for like less than 3 times the cost another store is selling it for. It absolutely makes no sense. Haunted House Cat, welcome into the chat. Also, Haunted House Cat is another one. Me and Haunted House Cat have actually developed a really good friendship. We're always joking back and forth on Instagram. Haunted House Cat is probably going to be coming back up on a live stream sooner rather than later, because we talk about all kinds of Halloween stuff, and shout out to her. Probably next Friday night I'll be doing an unboxing from Haunted House Cat, because she was nice enough to find 2 out of the 3 Dollar Tree night lights that I've been hunting for, and I've got them. They've arrived. I haven't opened them yet, but I'll be opening up next Friday night. And shout out also to Draven here in the chat, because Draven and his wife, Dancing Frogs, also found me the missing piece of that puzzle, the jack-o'-lantern night light. So when that one comes, I'll be unboxing that one also. So shout out to everyone for finding those for me, because they know I've been on the hunt for those. Very, very much appreciated, guys. Mr. Mark, welcome in. And Mr. Mark, you have been entered into the hat tonight. We had like 2 or 3 last minute entries for the big giveaway tonight, so everybody's in. Warner, hope you're doing all right tonight. Also, I'm going to try to keep up with the chat as much as I can, guys, but there's a lot to talk about and a lot to get through. Sam says, Breeze, I loved your opinion on the live I missed. Makeup Junkie says, last year prices varied on same items from TJ Marshalls and HomeGoods last year. Well, there we go. So Gene says, Michaels inflates the price so they can give you a % off and think you're getting a good deal. Gene, exactly. It's the same thing that Hobby Lobby does. I've mentioned that numerous times. Andrew says, yeah, I know I commented on Haunted Cat on your YouTube videos. Thank you very much for always making the best Halloween content in the world. Thank you, Andrew. Haunted House Cat, she just did a video. She was in New Jersey, I believe it was. Cat, correct me if I'm wrong on that. She did a Summerween video, and she found dark rides. I'm so jealous of that, because in North Carolina, we don't get many dark rides around here unless it comes to the state fair or the local county fair. And it's probably every other year that we get it. Nicole, thank you so much for the sticker also. So she's got me definitely hoping that my state fair this year is going to have a dark ride, because it's been 3 years since I've been on a dark ride. All but the virtual one that me and my sister were on when we went to the little amusement park up in Raleigh. And I'm sure a lot of you saw that video. And when I looked on the sidewalk, I'm still positive that someone didn't toss their cookies, but someone was trying to scramble an egg on the sidewalk, as hot as it was. I'm still set that was an egg somebody was trying to scramble on the sidewalk. So I'm sticking with that. Nicole says, thank you, Derek. I found Dollar Tree vintage line today. Dollar Tree in my area, Nicole, is still stuck in 2025. They haven't got any of the 2026 merchandise in just yet. I keep hoping, but it's going to happen when I least expect it. Hannah, welcome in. Also, Sherry, welcome into the chat tonight. Also, Griffin Love, welcome in. Kirsten Marie says, our county fair has a dark ride haunted house. Super short, not much to it, but still fun. Kind of funny, Kirsten, because I think I mentioned this on a live stream before. The last dark ride I went to, it aired on the old Black Hearts Club channel, and the key word here is dark ride, right? I'm riding through the dark ride, and they forgot to turn the lights off. So I'm like seeing all of the backstage stuff, and I'm just like, this isn't scary at all, because it's a light ride, because all of the lights are still on. So finally make my way out of the tunnel of terror, and the guy asked me, he was like, how was it? Okay, thank you for correcting me, Kat. I couldn't remember. I was mesmerized by the dark ride. It was amazing. But the guy asked me, he's like, how was the ride? I'm like, bro, it would have been better if it was dark. You left the lights on. He was like, oh, shoot. He's like, you want to ride through again? I'm like, I would very much appreciate it, please, so I can get the full effect of it. All right, what's going on? 80s Rocker Tim, you have the best stores in the USA for Halloween goodies. Canada sucks for Halloween stores, not to mention the prices. Well, 80s Rocker Tim, the prices here in America aren't like they used to be unless you go to Dollar General and Dollar Tree and Family Dollar, which there, thankfully, you can still find some good stuff, but most of it in America is getting pretty expensive also. Like we were just talking about Michaels and stuff like that. Definitely starting to go up in price. So that was today's video. Dollar General, be sure to check that one out. It's Halloween merchandise, not Summerween merchandise, but they do still have the Summerween merchandise available. So Dollar General right now has Halloween, Summerween, and Fall and Thanksgiving merchandise currently on the shelves. Next week, Dollar General will probably have Christmas out already, I'm assuming, because Family Dollar also was a video this week. Family Dollar also had Halloween and Christmas right beside it. And what else did I cover this week? There's so many videos. Like, guys, I cover videos every day. It gets hard for me to keep up what I've posted this week and what I haven't posted this week. Of course, TJ Maxx, they're getting in daily drops. So if you haven't gotten anything at TJ Maxx yet, which I know some of you have mentioned, you guys haven't gotten anything at TJ Maxx yet, HomeGoods or Marshalls, it's got to be coming. It's got to be coming because literally in my area, I can walk in every store now and there's Halloween. And someone told me this weekend that grocery stores are going to get shipments in for the General Mills Monster cereals. So we've got to be on the lookout for the cereal because, of course, I'll be working in a taste test in one of my many videos. Yeah, Cat, here it goes right here. I was just mentioning that. I've just been trying to buff the glitter off of it. Super cool piece, though, for $3. Can't beat it. And that was probably the best piece I found at Dollar General. I really didn't see anything else there that I needed to pick up. Andrew says, my wife loves Christmas. I'm definitely more. Yeah, I'm into Christmas. I mean, it's not my favorite holiday. I'm more into Creepmas. But Halloween, all the way for me. Mary Beth, got a bunch of cool Halloween arts and crafts for myself and the kids at Michael's today. That is awesome. No, Fulton, I had to do away with the glitter. I mean, you can see it kind of now. I'm like Twilight right now. I'm sparkling. My fingers are sparkling right now. Sam, welcome in. He said, I did grab those vintage style metal stand-up pieces. That is awesome. And Salem Witch said to me too. Blue Bonnet, welcome into the chat. Also, let's see, 100 days away to Halloween, 99 days from today. You know, I've been seeing that all over Facebook and all over Instagram. And I don't know how I feel about that because 99 days are going to just fly by super quickly. And then that means we've just got to reset and go through all of this all over again. November 1st is still fun because Spirit Halloween does clearance. But after November 1st, it's just like, okay, now it's Thanksgiving. Now it's Christmas. Now it's Valentine's Day. And we just got to march our way all the way back around to a whole nother calendar year to get back to Halloween. So it's kind of bittersweet. You know, it's like on one hand, you can't wait for Halloween. But then on the other hand, it's like when those days come, it's over for another year. I know, Amy, it's got to slow down. And thankfully, tonight in North Carolina, with all the rain we've had the entire week, I'm actually sitting here, guys, with no AC on, just a little fan blowing, because it's a cool 77 degrees tonight, and it almost feels like that crisp autumn air outside. Like I was just walking Luna before the live stream, and it felt amazing outside. Like it was so nice to walk outside and not be like batting mosquitoes away from your face and sweat pouring down. It felt great outside, and that definitely made me just jonesing for fall immediately when it felt like that. So here's hoping the hot weather's gone away. Draven says we still have the air on 66. I'm just trying to save on the energy bill, Draven. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to pinch pennies right now. That's what I'm trying to do. Speaking of that, I've got something that would make you guys laugh. So I started thinking about something because I'm still one of the rare human beings that uses cash when they go to a store. I mean, I use a debit card also. I'm just like everybody else in 2026, but I still use a lot of cash. So naturally with that, when you spend cash, you get back change. And I started thinking to myself, what am I going to do with all of this change? Now, my dad, he used to put his change in the big old Christmas popcorn cans, okay? But again, I don't want to do Christmas stuff. Emo Mom, welcome in. I didn't think I saw you come in, so hey, Emo Mom. So what does a Halloween lover put all of their change in? A good old General Foam 1980s trick-or-treat pail. I haven't counted it yet. Feels like lots of money's in here though. But yeah, I had to figure out a place to put it because I had it in like one of those Burger King Star Wars collector's cups, but it just started spilling over. So I was like, I got to do something with this. So I just dumped it down into the General Foam trick-or-treat bucket. See, there we go. There we go. I can add that gold coin to the General Foam. General Foam. What am I trying to say here? Yeah, General Foam trick-or-treat bucket. I was getting tongue-tied there for a minute, looking at all of my monies down there. Anyway, guys, so next week coming up on the channel, whole bunch of new stuff coming your way. Tomorrow is going to be a Walgreens Halloween hunt. Sunday, we're going to take it back old school. Nothing against the big box stores, but Sunday, I want to step away from all of the modern stuff and go back on a good old-fashioned vintage Halloween hunt. Darlene, thank you. Hello, love your channel. Thank you for being in here tonight. So Sunday, we're going back old school and we're looking for vintage goodies at a local collectible store. And tomorrow is Walgreens. And then Monday, because guys, there will not be a premiere Sunday. Sunday, the video is just going to drop because I'm going to be spending all day Sunday up in Raleigh filming a bunch of stores that I've not stepped in yet. That being Anthropologie, that being Lush. Shout out to Sierra for that because I saw Sierra's video and she went into Lush. So Lush is going to be another one of those weird stores where I feel oddly out of place looking at all of the bath and hygiene products. So that should be a good one. World Market, IKEA, Pottery Barn, DD's Discounts, Pop Shelf now is starting to put out Halloween. It's going to be all kinds of new stuff coming out next week. And yes, August, I've already got the schedule planned. August, there's going to be a video every day because we're 6 months in. I haven't missed a day yet. Haunted House Cat says, bring your adorable sis. I'm trying to get her to come with me, Cat. I'm trying to get her to come with me. But Friday, today was Dollar General and a LiveSCREAM. Saturday is going to be Walgreens, and Sunday will be the vintage pickups, and Monday probably Anthropologie, most likely. And I'm going to check back at home because from what I've been seeing, they've got all the animatronics out, all of the inflatables out now, so I kind of want to see what the Raleigh store is looking like right now. Darlene says, my husband Joe and I love watching together, and we are super excited to see what's next. Thank you for all of the effort. Darlene, don't change that channel because, again, I've mentioned this before. We're 6 months into this channel now, starting next month. We're marching towards 9,000 spooky family members, daily, nightly content, and for the first year, that's my goal, to prove to myself that I can upload something of quality content each night for the first year. So we'll see how that goes. Now, on the same note, there's going to be some weeks where I'm going to try something a little bit different. Mr. Mark, Derek, I love your background. Thank you, Mr. Mark. It's chaotically organized. Donald Duck is right there behind me. I think I can, Darlene. I mean, I've got August and September and October figured out, and then November and December we're going to focus a little bit on Creepmas, and then January we're going to focus on some Halloween, with always sprinkling in Halloween documentaries and stuff like that. Still got the Halloween top 40 songs of all time coming up. It's going to be coming up a little bit closer to Halloween time, so we've got plenty of stuff coming up. And then next March will be the 1-year anniversary of Derek Blackart's Spooky Club, thanks to all of you. But tons of stuff coming up. I've kind of got it all figured out, guys. So again, don't change that channel, and thank you for being here. So yeah, lots of new stuff next week, and I was going to mention that on Fridays, probably sometime in mid-August. Very welcome, Raven, Mom, very welcome. Sometime in August, thank you, Nicole. gonna start doing something a little bit different here. Now, the other night, I had mentioned that me and Ashley, if you're new here, you're probably like, okay, what's he talking about? But for the OGs here from the Black Hearts Club days, you remember that me and Ashley hosted the Black Hearts Club. Thank you so much, Kirsten Marie. And thankfully, she still has a lot of the old content. Now that is a lifesaver because I've had a few people ask me, where can they find the old content? Well, starting on Fridays, sometime in August, it's going to be Flashback Fridays. Now, Flashback Fridays are going to kind of be a unique concept. It'll be one of these deals where it'll be on my channel and it'll be on Ashley's channel, The Fright Chronicles, where you can see kind of, I guess, the roots of Derek Blackheart's Spooky Club. Now, some of the videos that are going to be coming out are going to be about 3 or 4 years ago when I visited the Michael Myers house from the original movie from 1978 in Pasadena, California. That's going to be featured on a Flashback Friday, most likely. There's also going to be, the closer we get towards spooky season, some vintage shopping videos. There's going to be times where I went to Not Scary Farm, possibly the Queen Mary, and the Queen Mary is a great one. Some of you have mentioned that video to me, just like the Ecto Cooler one. Raven Mom, me and Jacula's Castle have been in talks about that. Next week is Halloween Maniacs. Again, knock on wood that everything goes all right with that. But me and Jacula's Castle have had messages back and forth on Instagram, shooting for some time in possibly mid-August, I think, is kind of what we're aiming for me and Jacula's Castle. So yeah, that is definitely coming. Let's see. Andrew says, yeah, I wanted to apologize, Eric. I thought you guys were married, so I'm very sorry about that. Andrew, no biggie there. A lot of people got confused with the whole way Black Hearts Club was set up. It was just two best friends that were co-hosts of a channel, and we filmed stuff together. But there are lots of videos that a lot of you have asked about, so they will be coming on Flashback Fridays. So Fridays coming up soon will be Flashback Friday videos and live screams every night at 8 every Friday. So that's not going to change one bit. So hope you guys look forward to some of the older content for Fridays. And of course, there'll be new content Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. You're going to get the best of both worlds, guys, for the most part. Fulton says East Coast and West Coast haunt coverage. Yep, that's the way that used to be. And while she'll still be doing all of her stuff over on the Fright Chronicles, I'll still be doing all of my stuff over here. But Flashback Fridays will be one of those things where it's kind of simulcast on both channels to reach both audiences, I guess is the best way to put it. Draven, is the ghost hunt still happening? As far as I know, Draven, that is still my plan for Halloween night. A live scream from a haunted bridge. Haven't changed my plans on that one bit. That's kind of what I'm going for. Hopefully people will tune in, but I know a lot of people are going to be busy on Halloween night. But yes, that is the plan, Will. So if you are in the area, swing by and you can come to the haunted bridge with me, Will, and you could be on the channel. And if it gets a little dicey, I'll just push you to the spirits, and I'm gonna run away, Will. I'm just messing. I wouldn't do that to you, Will, but thought I'd get a laugh out of you. I know you've been having a rough week, buddy, so I hope that made you laugh a little bit. All right, so what's going on? Blue Bonnet says she'll be tuning in. Jennifer says I'll be home, and I told you I'm down. I'll get a hotel. All right, so guys, that's tentatively what's slated for that. Also in August, I've got the convention coming up here in Greenville. It's the Greenville, North Carolina Horror Con. That's coming. Then in October, it's Nightmare Weekend up in Raleigh. So there is lots coming up, guys. It feels like Halloween season's coming to an end because we've seen so many stores, right? But I was counting it up today. There's like 30 stores that we haven't even covered yet. So there's a ton still left. Spirit Halloween hasn't even opened yet. Let that sink in. Hasn't even opened yet. We haven't even got vacuum form drops yet from Target. And I know they've got to be coming sooner than later, because I don't think Target's going to drop the ball this year and leave us hanging with that, seeing that that's their best sellers each year. So, same, Kirsten, can't wait. Andrew says, I'm going to take you all with me when I go Spooky Empire Ultimate Horror Weekend in Orlando. That sounds amazing. Fulton says, wait, what? How many stores? Oh, Fulton, there's a lot still, like a lot. Like I was mentioning, Anthropology, we haven't covered that here. There's tons of them. I've got like a whole notepad written down of stores that I'm going to be covering. So Tractor Supply, Ace Hardware, Home Depot, Lowe's hasn't even gotten anything in store yet besides like 3 animatronics. Walmart hasn't gotten anything in store yet. Target hasn't gotten anything in store yet. Five Below's only had like what, 3 or 4 items. So Five Below hasn't even had anything yet really. Halloween Express hasn't opened in my area yet. It's still so much coming. So, and then August, all of the stores like HomeGoods and Marshalls, they start getting their second wave of drops, and that's when the entire store's front end turns into like a Halloween wonderland, is the best way to put it. So what we've seen in July, guys, is just like the teaser for 2026. There's still so much on the way. It's hard to believe, right? Feels like we've covered everything, but we're just getting started. Exactly, Halloween Wonderland. And my thing, Emo Mom, is how they use the song, it's the most wonderful time of the year for Christmas. I think it should be for Halloween, because for us, that is the most wonderful time of the year. Oh man, Sam says, I love shopping bougie stores, and that's kind of what's on the agenda for Sunday. I don't know how it's going to go. World Market, IKEA, Pottery Barn, Anthropology, Lush. They'll probably see me walk in and probably turn me away, and they'll be like, this guy don't look like he can afford to even breathe the air in here. We'll see how it goes. Should be a fun time, guys. We'll see it. Spectre says, I'm your boogeyman. Now I'm going to have the Rob Zombie song stuck in my head. Fulton says, hurry with Tractor Supply if they don't have 6-foot chicken skeletons this year. I know, Fulton. If they don't have 6-foot skeleton chickens, we riot, right? I think the best thing I've seen at Tractor Supply online is the dozen eggs that are like little monster eggs, and it's like a little mini animatronic. I think that's the one that I would love to see in store at Tractor Supply. Whether it'll be in store or not, I don't know, but it looks really cool online, so I'm looking forward to that one. And I've been checking the Lowe's app. The Lowe's app says that a lot of the Halloween pieces will be available for pickup next Wednesday at my store. So I'm assuming that means that the trucks have already dropped it off. It's in the back room. Whether that means it'll be out on the retail display front end caps, I don't know. Time will tell on that, but I'm pretty sure it's all sitting in the back room right now, just waiting for all of us. ZZZ, welcome into the chat tonight also. Let's see. Andrew says, I'll probably... Excuse me, guys. Gotta get some water. Oh, man. You guys ever get, like, just some dust just, like, flies in your throat and you can't catch your breath? It's like what just happened to me right there. I'm just running my mouth too much. Anyway, Gene says, a local drive-in is having all Halloween flea market tomorrow. Gene, thank you for saying that, because in Raleigh on Sunday, weather permitting, they have an outdoor flea market at the North Carolina State Fairgrounds, and I've been reading that there's 2 vendors there that set up shop that have nothing but vintage and retro inspired pieces. So that one should be really good. Let's see, Fulton says, crap flying around in the air. Been there, yeah. It just lodges like right in the back of your mouth. But see, there's always something about a live that's going to go wrong. Last week I was sitting in the bathroom trying to get a closer connection to the Wi-Fi signal, and I had posters taped to the shower door that started falling down on me. Guys, when I tell you I am legit the Spinal Tap of YouTube Halloween, I mean it. Like on this channel, what can go wrong will go wrong, but do we stop? No, the show just keeps right on going. And that's what's wonderful about this. We just roll with the punches and we just keep right on going. Birds of a Feather makeup. It's cool tonight where I'm at. July has been cool. Katang, that's what I was mentioning earlier. Exactly, emo mom. Halloween, Murphy's Law. What can go wrong will indeed go wrong. ZZ says, wasn't it Foghorn Leghorn that said, boy talks so much his tonsils got a sunburn? How did he talk, ZZZ? That boy talks so much his tonsils got a sunburn. It's a bad Foghorn Leghorn impersonation, but I'm trying. Sherry says the ghosts were messing with you, Derek. I don't know. Might be Donald Duck back there messing with me. He's kind of mad right now because he's not getting any attention. My big head is blocking him. He's like, move over a little bit, dude, so I can be seen. Fulton says Spinal Tap is a beloved, long-lasting cult classic, and I've yet to see Spinal Tap Part 2. I've still got to see Spinal Tap Part 2. Wow, Sam, your heat has kicked on. For me, all right, Breeze, hold on a minute. Let me see. Let me look at Perry's comment. Can anyone see my comments? I see your comments, Perry. I see them. Is that the one I was supposed to look at, Breeze? I see your comments, Perry. Yes, I can see you. Instead of Verizon, can you hear me now? It's like Verizon, can you see me now? Can you see me now? Now. I can see you, Perry. I can see you. Yeah, Spectre. Same here until the rain came in. But yeah, Perry, we can see you fine. You're doing good, buddy. Just keep chatting. We see you. Yeah, Emo Mom, the echo. So, all right. I think I was rambling on about something, but I can't even remember now because I get, derailed. Scroll up, said Breeze. All right, hold on, guys. I got to scroll up and see what I'm trying to find here. Looking for a message from Perry to see what's happening. Attention, Derek. Happy Horror Time Podcast. Latest upload, Spooky World Creator interview. Wow. I was just talking about Spooky World the other day in one of the videos. I'm going to have to check that out because I'm a huge fan of the documentary that was on Tubi. And I mentioned that in one of the last live streams that Spooky World was like years ahead of HHN and all of these that do haunts now, because Spooky World, like Alice Cooper and everybody would go to Spooky World back in the mid-90s right up until the late 90s. It was amazing. If you haven't seen the documentary on Tubi, you've got to check out the Spooky World documentary. Barb says if Derek quits YouTube, he has a career in comedy. I don't know, Barb. I don't think people would find me that funny. It would probably go about as good as my music career did. Down the drain. Let's see. Fighter Fits. Hannah says, drive home for the next 2 hours. Just tuning in. Thank you for joining in, Fighter. Much appreciated to have you here on a Friday night. Katang says, that's awesome. Spiders at Home Depot. One walks and the other is possibly. They look so cool. Let's see. What am I missing? Andrew, can you email for giving me your YouTube channel name? I actually subscribe to appreciate it. Yeah, it's Andrew. I guess you're talking about mine. Andrew, I'm trying to figure out. I've watched it like 3 or 4 times. It's pretty awesome. Andrew, I'm trying to figure out if Andrew was talking to me or if he was talking to someone else. Andrew says, I think you're hilarious. 80s Rocker Tim says, ever been to Salem, Massachusetts, Derek? No, Tim, I have not, but I am definitely putting that on my bucket list to do eventually. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Dale says, I kept tuning in because first video I saw, he cracked me up. So, again, guys, there's plenty of old content coming for Flashback Fridays. If you didn't watch the old channel, there was one that I mentioned when I went to the Queen Mary and I was walking through a house of mirrors. It's a house of mirrors, a maze of mirrors. Guys, everybody else is making their way around fine. I literally just face plant as hard as I possibly can right into one of the mirrors, and the whole place is just laughing at me because it's just ridiculous. But anyway, it's crazy, guys. It's crazy. Oh, the documentary, Andrew, it's just on the Tubi app on like Roku or Fire Stick. It's just on Tubi. Just type in Spooky World and it'll pop right up on the Tubi app. Let's see. Emo Mom says, I have to leave now, but I'm so glad I caught some of the live. Good night, Derek. Good night, Spooky Family. Hope you have a great weekend, Emo Mom, and keep me updated on any of the candles you get now, because Emo Mom was one of the reasons why I got a candle warmer and started getting into the whole candle game. Her and South of Sanity for sure on that. Mr. Mark says, I live in the next town over from Salem, Massachusetts. Mr. Mark, we were talking about that last week with Sierra, and she said that when she went up to Salem for Halloween, like, it's an enjoyable scene, but it gets too crowded and, like, too congested up there. So I think if I were to visit Salem during spooky season, I think I would go probably, like, early or mid-September, so I could still kind of get that vibe, but beat the crowd at the same time. I think that's the way I would do it, but it's definitely on my bucket list to do, so it's coming sooner. Fanboy, welcome back in, says Breeze. Sam says, I bought stock in Glade. I understand. I'm just excited to start seeing the Glade room sprays at Family Dollar now. I mean, that definitely made my day. I can just spray it around on a 100-degree day and feel like it's autumn. I love it. All right, so Salem Witch, we're going back to Salem first week of October. I definitely have to get there, guys. When the channel grows and gets a little bit bigger, I'll definitely start traveling more often. And let's see, I like to go to Sleepy Hollow. Yeah, Sleepy Hollow would be an amazing one also. Andrew says, I've been to Salem, Massachusetts once, but before then I used to spend a lot of time at Fall River, Massachusetts at the Lizzie Borden house. That's another one that would be cool to visit because I've seen so many movies and documentaries about Lizzie Borden. Here's a joke. You all say I should be a comedian, right? Watch the Lizzie Borden documentaries. I also enjoy the Lizzie Borden music. Me against the world. It's just me against the world. Who in here remembers Lizzie Borden? 80s metal. Anybody? Or am I the only one? Oh yeah, the Stanley Hotel, Draven. Definitely, for sure. Anybody remember the old Lizzie Borden band? Me Against the World? Draven remembers Lizzie Borden. That was shock rock at its finest. See, stuff like that could make our Halloween top 40 just for the fact that they had all the theatrical Halloween makeup. William says, I remember Lizzie Borden. All right, glad to know I'm not the only one that remembers that old band. So, all right, guys, it's almost time for the big giveaway at 8:30. Let's see, what are we missing now? Nicole says, yes, I remember that band. I mean, they were a good band. I mean, they were overlooked. They had like one big hit, but they were still pretty good. Fulton says, I've heard of them. Can't remember their songs, though. Fighter says, 1990, baby, here. So, Fighter, when you were born in 1990, probably your earliest music memories, I would say, depending on your genre that you listen to, if it was rock, it would probably be nu metal. If it was pop, it would be like NSYNC and Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, depending on what year you really started listening to music. For me, I got introduced to music at 8 years old, coming home off the school bus, and my sister was watching MTV, and my first music video was Guns N' Roses' Paradise City. Blew my mind. I was like, what is this madness? And can I watch more of it? And can I have more, please? Andrew says, hey, you forgot about the band Sam Hain and Misfits. Love the Misfits. Got the poster hanging right back there on my wall back there. Of course, they've got the song Halloween, so yeah, Makeup Junkie. Yeah, Guns N' Roses, as a matter of fact, is playing in Raleigh tomorrow night or next weekend. I can't remember. Will, I know you know when Guns N' Roses is playing in Raleigh. I heard the ad on the radio today, so it could have already happened. I don't know. I don't remember, but the tickets for it was outrageous. So, yeah, not going to happen. It was last night. I knew it was sometime this weekend, Draven. I knew it was sometime this weekend. Alice Cooper, etc. Yeah, Alice Cooper's fantastic. All right, so what do we got going on here? I saw the Misfits a time or two or three. That's awesome, William, because that's a once-in-a-lifetime experience there. Nicole says, Twisted Sister. Here's my thing with Twisted Sister, okay? I thought Twisted Sister was a much better band when they kind of reduced the makeup and the shock rock. Like, if you want to say the best album for me personally from Twisted Sister, I would have to say it was, what, 1987, Love is for Suckers. I thought the songwriting on that was way better. than anything on Stay Hungry or Come Out and Play. That's how I feel about it. Raven Mom says, found the Black Cat blow mold at Dollar Tree. Going back this weekend for more spooky finds. Sam says, glam rock opera stuff. Exactly. Alin, welcome into the chat. Also, hope you're doing good tonight on this Friday night. So, all right, guys, we've recapped where we've been this week, where we're going next week, what's coming up tomorrow and Sunday. So we've gotten all of that out of the way. Under the Blade, yeah, William, Under the Blade was really good. Andrew says, now I have a question. What is your favorite era of Misfits? Obviously, Glenn Danzig with the Misfits is going to always be the Misfits. You know, like, it gets to me to this day where a lot of people will wear a Misfits shirt, and a lot of people don't even know that Glenn Danzig was a member of the Misfits. It's like, okay, and I get it. A lot of people wear shirts just for pop culture. I get it. I mean, Guns N' Roses. We're just talking about Guns N' Roses. Another band, was the head tattoo more painful than the throat? Head tattoo, by the time I had gotten to that point, fanboy, I was completely numb with tattoos. Like, Graves era is better? I don't know. I don't think the Graves era is better. I'm sticking with Danzig on that one. But see, that's a debate that everybody see, and Andrew says I don't care for the Graves era. So now we're just gonna have a discussion on the Misfits, which era is better. I'm sticking with Danzig. I'm sticking with it. But anyway, see, we're all over music now and tattoos. Yeah, head tattoo. Honestly, I'm hard-headed, so didn't even feel a thing. Yeah, ZZZ Danzig 1000%, 1,000,000%. Worst area for a tattoo for me was my stomach, because it's just a really sensitive area right there. And I don't know, it wasn't so much that it was painful, more so than it was just kind of nauseating, I guess is the best way to put it. I don't know. I guess, yeah, it was a nauseating experience. That's the best way. Sherry says, I like Cinderella. Was it last week I was wearing a Cinderella Night Songs t-shirt? I believe it was last week I was wearing Night Songs by Cinderella. I can't remember though, but I know one night I was coming up here and I saw the chat before I came in, and one of the topics of discussion was what t-shirt I was going to be wearing before I came onto the live screen, because I always have different Halloween shirts or different band shirts. So I guess that's a topic of discussion here. Nobody's Fool is a fantastic song. Fighter, yeah, I've got the inner thigh. I mean, I've said this a million times now. When people ask me how many tattoos I've got at this point, I just say one, because there's no way I can count all of this. Salem Witch says, my favorite song by Cinderella. My favorite. Sherry, thank you so much for that. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. My favorite song from Cinderella. That's a toughie. Favorite album would be Night Songs, but favorite song would probably have to be Coming Home. Tell them 3 tattoos, says Fulton. I'm gonna have to say my favorite Cinderella song is Coming Home. I think the songwriting, lyrics on that is amazing, but album-wise, it's definitely Night Songs. Now, oh no, Amy. Let's touch base on songs you never want to hear in your life again for 100, Alex. Here we go, guys, okay? I was talking about this the other day with a friend, okay, when I was taking him from the doctor. Songs you never want to hear again in your life for $100, Alex. Don't know what you got till it's gone. I can't anymore, guys. I can't. Like, it could go away, and I still don't think I would say, oh, I miss it. I didn't know what I had until it was gone. At this point, it can go. It could go anything, Beyonce or Taylor Swift. Oh, man. Don't get me started. I mean, I'm not into Beyonce. Don't like her music. I didn't like Taylor Swift until I would take my daughter to school and Taylor Swift would come on the radio, and then some of that stuff would get stuck in my freaking head, right? I knew you were trouble when you walked in. I Got a Blank Space, Baby, I'll Write Your Name. The songs are still in my head 10 years later. So, yeah. Mary Beth, We Built This City. I didn't say I'm a Swiftie. I just said that they get stuck in my head. That's all I said. I didn't say I was a Swiftie. I just said that they're infectious and they get stuck in your head. So let's not get it twisted here. Let's not say that Derek's a Swiftie. But oh, Mariah Carey. No, I can't. I can't. Plus Mariah Carey kicks off the Christmas season and that ends Halloween for us. So we can't do that. Biggest song for me. Karma, hope you're doing all right tonight. Yeah, have a good night at work. Thank you for popping in. Spooky, welcome in. They do get stuck in your head. They definitely do. Hotel California is another one. The Final Countdown. I cannot hear The Final Countdown anymore. No, just no. Like, please make it go away. Like, I can't. I cannot listen to The Final Countdown anymore. I'm done with it. Like, just go. Smells Like Teen Spirit. Another one. Just go, please. I can't anymore. I can't. Let's see. Who just came in? Darkly Sown So's Dark Things. Whew, that's a tongue twister. Welcome into the chat night. Hope you're doing good. Spooky says, my kids love that song. Draven says, I played The Final Countdown all day my last day at my last job. I just can't. If I hear that keyboard intro one more time, oh, I can't. I can't, guys. I can't. What is another one? Another one that if I never hear it again, it'll be too soon. Probably Living on a Prayer. Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer. Like, no. Tommy's been working on a dock for over 40 years now, and him and Gina can just ride into the sunset at this point because I'm good. Sherry, I am with you. Like, when I was younger, Carrie by Europe says Victorian Cinderella. When I was younger, I loved AC/DC and Metallica. But now, it's like, to me, Enter Sandman, specifically. Enter Sandman. No, Fulton, we won't make it. Enter Sandman, another one that's got to be in the top 10. No, please, just stop with it already. It's like, it's gotta go. It's gotta go. Alin, the Mariah Carey Christmas song. Oh, no. But, last year I was so happy to hear that Wham's Last Christmas replaced Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You as the top played Christmas song last year. So Mariah Carey is not the queen of Christmas anymore because Wham took over the top spot last year. And I do like Last Christmas. Last Christmas is a fantastic Christmas song. I'll take that one any day over Mariah Carey. See, always hated The Final Countdown. Europe had great songs, but The Final Countdown was not one of them, in my opinion. Superstitious, to me, was Europe's finest moment. Okay, I'm just going to say that. Superstitious, my sister was a huge Europe fan. I remember the music video for Superstitious. I think that was Europe's shining moment, in my opinion. I'm going to stick with that and say that that was their best song, period. Christmas Rapping will always be my favorite Christmas song. Dale says, Last Christmas, or as I refer to as the One Night Stand song. That's what it's referred to. That is what it's referred to. Hot and Bothered. Cinderella Hot and Bothered. That was the one in Wayne's World, I think. Right, Amy? I think that was the one in Wayne's World. But yeah, there's so many songs, guys. Like, I could just go on and on and on. And if you ever listen to FM radio, which I have completely tried to stop with Sirius and Spotify and Pandora, I try to completely avoid FM radio because they play the same 20 songs on repeat day in and day out. Crocus Ballroom Blitz, fantastic song, Mary Beth. They did a great cover of Ballroom Blitz, but Let's see. Darkly Sown So's Dark Thing says, can you do a show and tell of some of the Halloween goodies you picked up so far? Sure, guys. I will do this giveaway in a minute, and then we'll end the live tonight with maybe just a tour of this room in here. And because I don't want to venture out to the other part of the house, because if I do that, it's probably lights out for the Wi-Fi signal. So yeah, Crocus was good. Best Crocus song was Screaming in the Night, in my opinion. I thought Screaming in the Night was Crocus's shining moment. Like, that one was fantastic. So, all right, guys, let's get into the giveaway. We got like 60 names here in the hat tonight for the big giveaway. Then we will swing the camera around and show some of the clutter in the studio. So there we go. Salem Witch says, yes, Derek. Draven is doing the drum roll. Phantom, welcome into the chat. And let's see, Fighter says, I missed how to be on the giveaway. You had to comment, Fighter, on the Family Dollar video. I always kind of put a link in the community post for what video to comment on, so you know to be entered in to the drawing. One name fell out. Names are trying to fall out. So guys, tell me when to stop. Daily Dose says, giveaway. Oh my God, I missed getting my name in there. That's why I say, guys, you've got to pay attention to the community post, because the community post will always keep you updated on everything. Nikki, welcome in also. All right, everybody says stop. All right. So, if you're a long-time viewer here and you're a first-time call-in to the show, I think that's what I'm trying to say, how they say it in radio. The way this goes is, if your name is pulled out of the hat, you win one set of Bystel cutouts shipped directly to you via Amazon. And you either contact me via Instagram or the email that's in the channel's description on the homepage to send me your address so you can get your cutouts. And this is the way it goes. We get, I think I've got, yeah, one there. We got one in the right hand and we got one in the left hand. So you guys know the way it goes. Do you want the right hand or do you want the left hand? First one to get to 5, that's the one we pick. So right hand, left, left, left. All right, it's left. All right, I counted it that time. I kept up with it better. All right, drum roll, please. Who is tonight's lucky winner? All right, I don't think she's in the chat tonight. The minute I said I don't think she's in the chat tonight, all of the dudes in the chat just went, oh. They're like, that means we lost. All right, so Eleanor Taylor has won tonight's Bystel cutouts. So congratulations to Eleanor Taylor. Hopefully she sees this live stream. If not, I'll mention it in a community post and hopefully she'll see it and respond. If not, she's always commenting on a lot of videos, so I'll mention it to her in the comments. So shout out to Eleanor Taylor for winning tonight. Mr. Mark says, thank you, Derek, for giving me a chance to win your cutouts. Appreciate that very much. So if you didn't win tonight, guys, if you've been following the channel, we do this for special occasions and every time we reach a milestone here on the channel. Good question. Who was the next? Here we go. Thankfully, it was right on top this time. The other winner was Kyle, 3489. So that was the other winner tonight. But Eleanor Taylor has won tonight's Bystel cutouts. Guys, we're almost at 8,300 subscribers right now. So the next giveaway will be once we hit 9,000 subscribers. So if you missed out winning tonight, you still have a chance to win in probably about a month, I would say. So definitely turn on those notifications so you get updates on all the community posts so you know which video to comment on and all of that stuff. So on that note, a lot of people want to see the clutter in this room. Let's see, Alex says, will you be at Midsummer Scream this year? Unfortunately not, Alex. I was there last year, but I will not be at it this year. I'll be at a lot of conventions here in North Carolina this spooky season, So if anybody's in the area and you can make it to the one in Raleigh or the one in Greenville, definitely come up and say hello. And we'll have a good old chat about everything spooky. And again, next Friday night, knock on wood, Halloween Maniacs. I'll be sending you guys links and all of that stuff early in the week so we can start kind of working all of this out and getting it all figured out, guys. So lots of content coming out in the coming week. Flashback Fridays are going to start coming up, and definitely be on the lookout for all of that stuff. Dollywood, yes, Dollywood this year is going all out for Halloween this year, and that's right next door in Tennessee, so that's on my radar. Busch Gardens Hollow Screams is on my radar. So much coming for spooky season. Again, guys, we haven't even gotten into this yet. We haven't even carved the jack-o'-lantern, so to speak, and yes, I'll be doing that on the channel also, much like I carved a watermelon, an apple, and everything else, if you remember all that from 5 or 6 months ago. All right, guys, so let's swing this around, I guess, and show some of this clutter. All right, hang on. All right, so don't laugh, guys, because it's not the most glamorous setup here. I've got a table lamp on top of this WrestleFest arcade machine, so it's not super dark in here, but of course, there's the vintage gumball machine from Michael's, and I filled it with just basically little pom-pom balls here, orange and black, and that's like the Joanna Parker style pieces from Dollar Tree this year. That's just a bunch of wrestling clutter there. That's the WrestleFest machine that I got from Sam's Club. And then over here, we've got this comic book display that's got all kinds of stuff in it, like Creep Show and Tales from the Crypt and Halloween in America, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. There's a Sounds to Make You Shiver record. Here is this year's Cracker Barrel Haunted House blow mold. Here's last year's Cracker Barrel Haunted House blow mold. Donald Duck, of course, was sent to me. You guys probably saw that live stream when I was able to unbox it, as well as the skull blow mold. The black cat on top of the jack-o'-lantern came from, what was it, HomeGoods? Yeah, it came from HomeGoods. Tons and tons and tons of Bi-Stole die cuts, tissue dancers. The Derek Blackheart's Spooky Club light was sent to me by Kirsten Marie and her husband Larry. And then if we come over here, we've got more old school cutouts, old trick-or-treat bags. And then we've got a lot of good stuff over here. Stuff is just falling down all over the place. We've got honeycombs. Oh, guys, hang on here. I'm trying to maneuver myself around here because stuff has fallen all around. And this is just one room, guys. I've got so much stuff. The Ben Cooper NECA figure there was sent to me by Halloween Maniacs. My Elvira NECA figure is in my man crypt that Makeup Junkie sent me. Then we've got these retail displays from Doritos and all of that stuff. We've got some of these 90s inspired pieces here. We've got the 24-inch hanging animated vampire. We've got a Spooky Spooks 1960s costume. We've got the Rockin' Witch. We've got the Candelabra. We've got the Vampire's Secret. Back here, we've got the Mr. Bones puzzle candy. Back here, we've got the pumpkin face bubblegum. We've got the ghost candelabra. There's a fiber optic witch back here. Back here, there's the witch Halloween figure. Let's see. Right here is Pumpkin Pete that was sent to me by Karma Reptiles and her husband. And down here is the wax warmer from Kirkland's. Kind of gives me the vibe of the old school blow mold. And then look at this guy. They're playing WrestleFest. He's the current WWF World Champion. Well, this guy's looking on trying to take his belt. And then back here, we've got a blacklight poster of the season they came home. We've got Michael Myers with the strobe house and the Halloween 3 trick-or-treaters there running in the background. And then up here, we've got a bunch of VHS tapes. We've got Transylvania, we've got Dracula, we've got the Addams Family, Got Night of the Living Dead. We've got Summerween, which of course was my stuff, and got my buddy back there chilling with Alf. There's the Misfits poster. There's the Halloween poster. Here's Night of the Demons. Here's Shocker. Here's Halloween 3. Here is like Halloween tattoo flash art. You can see some of the cool pieces on here. And then these are just like skulls and whatnot there. That's a Skeletor mask that I picked up from Walmart. And then this is just like a random Hot Wheels display. Over here we've got Spooky Street. I just recently picked that up today at Dollar General, and some Bystel cutouts. And these are from Target's Dollar Spot this year. And then back here, of course, you've seen this before. It's the Now Showin', and it's got Halloween 4 there, and that light came from Hobby Lobby. I know, boo, Hobby Lobby. And then there's a bunch of stuff here. They were like t-shirt displays from Spencer's. They were giving them away, so I took a lot of them off of their hands. And then down here we've got an old school cassette player with Ghostface stickers on it and whatnot. So there you go, guys. That's a lot of stuff in the studio right now. And this was the shower curtain from, what was it, Kohl's? But because it's cloth, I just kind of laid it out here on this bed. Eventually, the goal is to take this bed out of here and just make more studio space. But for right now, it will remain for right now because I just don't have time to do it. Oh, this is from 1999. There's when CVS used to sell the Peanuts Halloween pieces. So yeah, guys, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff in here, guys. It's a lot. So it definitely needs to be more organized eventually, but when I get time, and if you've seen the channel, you know that I also have the man crypt where I've got all of my vintage blow molds at. Then I've got a garage full of stuff, guys. I've got a lot of stuff. And then the closet is full of storage containers that's got all kinds of Halloween in that. So yeah, hello, my name is Derek, and I'm a hoarder. I hoard Halloween, vintage toys, and all kinds of stuff. I need an intervention. Halloween Hoarders, Season 1, Episode 1. Streaming now on Channel 13 on Derek Blackheart's Spooky Club. So, hope you guys enjoyed all of that. Cinema of the Dead, awesome collection. Thank you so much, Cinema of the Dead. You've got an awesome one too. Seen parts of your collection. All right, guys. So there you go. If you got a Dollar General in your area, check them out because they've got some cool stuff right now. Let's see. Adam says the Spooky Mansion looks great, Derek. I approve. Victoria Cinderella says twins. I'm telling you guys, Halloween Hoarders should definitely be a show. I, for one, would watch it. Like, I definitely would watch it. Like, I would love to see people's massive collections. Dale says, start a GoFundMe for Halloween merchandise. So, yeah, guys, I'm sure that you all probably have your own little hoard also. So, there you go. Katang, thank you so much. Halloween and Christmas hoarder. Nikki says, I would too. That would be fun. All right, guys. So, next week, Halloween Maniacs, hopefully, for the Friday night live scream to round out July. And then we've got August coming up. And like we mentioned, we're definitely getting closer and closer to spooky season. It's counting down. Amy says, hoarding its empty candy wrappers and bottles. Ugh. Yeah, none of that for me. Just collectibles for me, thank you. And I'm good. I'm good. So, all right, guys. It's about that time. We've been up here for a little over an hour, so it's time for me to tell you all good night. And I hope that you all have a spooktacular weekend. And there will most likely be a video tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be a premiere or if it'll just drop. You guys tell me, what do you want? You guys want a premiere tomorrow night, or do you guys just want it to drop tomorrow? The video is Walgreens, so I'm all ears right now. Whichever way you guys want to do it, we'll roll with it. So you tell me. Premiere or drop? Premiere or drop? Let's see which one we get. Premiere, drop. Let's see. We got premiere, we got drop. We're going to see which way this goes. All right, let's see. Have a great weekend, says Darkly. Drop it. Need a Walgreens one. Premiere. So we're 2 and 2. Good night, Laura. Thank you for joining into the chat tonight. So we're 3 for premiere and 2 for drop. So it looks like it's probably... Mary Beth says, I guess it's Stroby's night off. All right, guys. So it's 5 and 5. I don't really know which to go. Just drop. All right. So we got a drop. It's just a drop tomorrow. So no premiere tomorrow. Just a drop. So sometime tomorrow, look for the Walgreens video. Make sure the notification bell is turned on, because it should be a good video tomorrow from Walgreens. Guys, have a spooktacular weekend. I'm going to get out of here, walk Luna, and call it a night. So until next time, guys, I'll see you on the dark side. Good night, everybody.